Yes, good morning. Okay, in the last lecture, we have covered or we have started the next type of the on the basis of the design of the tension member, and we have covered one example on the design of tension member. So today we will see the next example on the second type, that is the design of tension member. Okay, so write down example number 2. Okay, write down design a tie member, design a tie member, design a tie member of a roof truss, of a roof truss subjected, of a roof truss to subjected to the factored, subjected to the factored, subjected to the factored design tensile load, factored design tensile load, tensile load, tensile load tensile load 230 kilonewton, 230 kilonewton using unequal, using unequal angle, using unequal angle using unequal angles connected back to back, connected back to back of gusset plate, connected back to back of gusset plate, connected back to back of gusset plate 10 mm thick, 10 mm thick, full stop, full stop. The center to center, the center to center length, the center to center length of member is 2.8 meter, is 2.8 meter. Also design welded connection, also design welded connection and draw design details, draw design details. So this is the second example, which is based on the design of the tension member. So everyone please read the problem statement once again. So what they have given and what we have to design. So they have given the problem statement: design a tie member of a roof truss subjected to the factored design tensile load 230 kilonewton using unequal angles connected back to back of gusset plate 10 mm thick, full stop. The center to center length of member is 2.8 meter. Also design welded connection and draw design details. So this is the problem statement they have given. So Here we have to assume grade of steel also, and again we have to, okay, so the welded connection is given, so there is no assumption of grade of bolt. So we have to assume here, assume grade of steel Fe410. Fe410, it means Fy is equal to 250 MPa and Fu is equal to 410 MPa. MPa, it means Newton per mm square. Okay, so this we have assumed. Okay, so now we will follow the procedure. Okay, step 1, follow the procedure of design of tension member. So step 1, so what is step 1? Calculate factored load, correct? Calculate factored load. So the load is, whichever load is given in problem statement, that load is already factored load. So here we need not to factor it again. So T is equal to, directly we can say here factored load is equal to T is equal to, so given load is already factored, so that is the 230 kilonewton. So this is the factored load. So then step 2. So as per the procedure, step 2 is to calculate the diameter of bolt hole, but here we have to design welded connection. It means this step we have to skip. Okay, so we will skip this step because we have to design welded connection, so there is no need to calculate the diameter of bolt hole. So you can skip this step 2. So directly we will jump on the step 3, that will be here step 2. So what is step 3? Calculate
Gross area
required, correct? So calculate gross area required. So it means AG required, we have to calculate. So how to calculate AG required? So there is formula. So T divided by Fy divided by gamma m naught. So T is 230 kilonewton. So 230 into 10 raised to 3 Newton into Fy is 250. Why we have to convert into Newton this? Because this Fy is a 250 Newton per mm square. So same unit we have to keep, and gamma m naught is 1.1. So 230 into 10 raised to 3, this is the factored load divided by Fy is 250 and gamma m naught is 1.1. So how much area required in mm square? Because this Newton 1012. This here Fy unit is Newton per mm square and T unit of load is Newton. So Newton get cancelled, only remains here mm square. So area is in mm square. So that is 1012 mm square. Okay. Or so now we have to increase this area by 25%. As in the last problem, we have increased the area 25%, even though our section will fail. Okay, even though our section was fail in the last lecture, we have whatever problem we have seen. So we have that, for that we have to increase the area 25%. Have you solved the last example? Which
Yes, sir.
So why you have not solved? As I told you, please, if two conditions I have told you, either you can place the bolt in one row, or you can increase the area. So in this way I have told you. Okay, so how many of solve you and which area, Snehal, you have taken? Which section you have taken?
Sir. 70 by 45
Hmm,
with 10 mm thickness.
बरोबर सेफ झाला, सेफ आला का सगळ्या?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So if we provide the 4 bolt in one row, at that time TDB1 will be safe, but TDB2 will be unsafe. I think one of our friend
Yes.
has sent me on WhatsApp. Okay.
Yes, sir.
म्हणजे त्याच्यातली एकच सेफ येत होती, त्यामुळे आपल्याला एरिया इन्क्रीज करावाच लागत होता. सो आय होप अदर विल सॉल्व दिस एक्झाम्पल. This is actually, as I told you in yesterday's lecture, please don't think it will not help for the online examination, but it will help for the your future career, because you will read everything theoretical subject and you will give input, but such examples you can, if you not solve, you will not able to know about this design. So you have to solve these examples, and on the basis of this example there will be the outline. Such formulas they were asking for the calculations. एक छोट्याशा फॉर्म्युल्यावरती तुम्हाला कॅल्क्युलेशन्स विचारले जातात. मग फॉर्म्युले तुम्हाला नोन पाहिजेत की नको माहित असायला पाहिजे. इफ यू सॉल्व द एक्झाम्पल्स देन यू विल नो दिस इज नॉट अ थेरॉटिकल सब्जेक्ट. मग त्या ठिकाणी तुम्हाला एक्झाम फॉर्म्युले विचारले जातील, फॉर्म्युल्यावरती एखादी व्हॅल्यू दिली जाईल. हाऊ टू कॅल्क्युलेट ग्रॉस एरिया रिक्वायर्ड. आता ग्रॉस एरिया रिक्वायर्डचा जर फॉर्म्युला तुम्हाला पाठ असेल तरच तुम्ही टी दिला असेल आणि FY दिला असेल तरच कॅल्क्युलेट करू शकाल ग्रॉस एरिया. Otherwise, how will calculate for the MCQ examination this area if you don't know this formula? So please solve these examples. Okay, so we will increase the gross area. So here write down increase gross area, increase gross area by 25%. So increase the AG is equal to 1012 1012 plus 25% of 1012. So how much this comes? 25%. 1265 mm square. Okay. So here in the welded connection there is no major failure because there is no rupture, there is no block shear. If we make the holes to this section, so there is a reduction of area and there is a decrease in strength. So in bolted connection we have to take care about the area and about the selection of the section, but in welded connection there is no such holes, so strength will be more. So here we will see which section we have to use. So see, tell me. So here what happened? Just a minute. Okay. So if we read the problem statement, what they have told us? For this area, we have to take two sections, two angles they have. Have you seen? If you read the problem statement, please read. We have to provide two angle sections back to back. Is this written in problem statement?
Yes, sir.
unequal angle sections we have to provide back to back. It means we have to use two angle sections like this. Are you getting, everyone? So this is the area for two angle section. 1265. This area for two angle sections. If we have to select one angle section, what we have to do?
Area divided by 2.
Okay, so we have to write here. For single angle, we have to write here for single angle 1265 divided by AG increased for single angle is equal to 1265 divided by 2. So how much this?
सर डायरेक्ट डबल अँगल साठी काढला तर
हो, डायरेक्ट डबल अँगलचं ही अवेलेबल आहे स्टील टेबल मध्ये. पाहिलाय का तुम्ही? पण एक सिंगल अँगलचाच एरिया किंवा त्याचे प्रॉपर्टीज बघायला तुम्हाला बऱ्याच जणांना येत नाहीत. तर मी अवघड सांगून काय करू, तुम्हाला सोपं सांगतो त्यावेळी.
ओके सर.
काही जणांना डबल अँगलचा डायरेक्ट एरिया दिलेला आहे. 1265चा डबल अँगल डायरेक्ट स्टील टेबल मध्ये त्याचंही प्रोव्हिजन आहे. म्हणजे काय काय दिलेलं आहे तुम्हाला? इक्वल अँगल सेक्शन्स दिलेले आहेत, अनइक्वल अँगल सेक्शन्स दिलेले आहेत, डबल अँगल डायरेक्टली दिलेले आहेत, बॅक टू बॅक अशा पद्धतीनं आहे. तुम्ही जर स्टील टेबल जर पाहिला तर अशा पद्धतीनं तुम्हाला स्केचेस दिलेले आहेत स्टील टेबल मध्ये अँगलचे. आणि हे डबल अँगल आहे. डायरेक्टली तुम्हाला सपोज 70/45/6 डबल अँगलचा एरिया हा तुम्हाला 1312 असा दिलेला आहे, की जो आपण 1265च्या ऐवजी हा सेक्शन वापरू शकतो. बट बऱ्याच जणांना हेच समजत नाही की ह्याच्या एकाची प्रॉपर्टी कशी फाइंड आउट करायची. तर आता आपण आतापर्यंत बघत आलो की एकाचं एरिया कसे बघायचे. त्याच्या धर्तीवरच जाऊ आपण, फक्त मल्टिप्लाय बाय 2 करू नंतर. ओके, so how much this value for single angle?
632.5.
632.5. It means whatever area 1265 is required for both angle. म्हणजे दिलेल्या लोड साठी 230 किलोन्यूटन लोड दिला होता, त्याच्यासाठी 1265 is the area, required area. If and for that we have to provide two angles. So what we have to do? जर 1265 ला जर डिवाइडेड बाय 2 केलं तर हा एरिया एका अँगल साठी आपल्याला यूज होईल. So 632.5 mm square is the area for one angle. Now we have to choose the section for this angle. Okay, so now we will move towards the step 3, next step. So now we have to select the section from steel table. So you can select equal or unequal. We have to select
Unequal.
unequal. So please see 632. So 632 पेक्षा जास्त एरिया असलेला बघा एखादा. वेल्डेड कनेक्शन मध्ये जवळचा बघितला तर चालेल. बोल्टेड मध्ये जास्त एरियाचा घ्यावा लागतो बिकॉज ऑफ रिडक्शन ऑफ दी एरिया. So who will tell me?
sir.
716. अजून कोणता आहे?
817.
त्याच्यापेक्षा कमी आहे का नाही?
$656.
656 घेऊया, तो येईल बरोबर, काय अडचण येणार नाही. वेल्डेड कनेक्शन मध्ये किती जवळचा घेतला तरी देर इज नो एनी प्रॉब्लेम.
70, 45, 6 येते.
Yes, sir.
See, we will see here. Whatever shared screen you can see.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. This is unequal angle section. So we have to required area is 632. So you can see here. So here 656 is there. 70 by 45 by 6. You can see on the screen. ISA 70 by 40 by 45 by 6, having the gross area 6.56. It means 656 mm square. Are you getting?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So this area we will this section we will select for this particular area. Okay. Okay. So now write down here from steel table select ISA 70 by 45 by 6 having gross area is equal to 656 mm square. Got it? Okay, and see this is the single ISC, correct? Now where henceforth where area will become, there we will multiply by 2. Are you getting that? We will see. So then go to step number 4. So what we have to design in step number 4? We have to design the welded connection. Design of welded connection. It means this angle and whatever gusset plate this angle and gusset plate we have to connect, and that we have to connect by the welded connection. So we will design now here welded connection. So as per the procedure, we will solve the welded connection. Okay, so what we have to calculate initially? Initially we have to calculate the size of weld. Size of weld, S is equal to how much? How to calculate size of weld? For that we have to go on the page number 78 IS 800 2007, page table number 21. So how much thickness of gusset plate is given in problem statement?
10 mm.
10
mm. So for the 10 mm we have to go in the table number 21, page number 78 IS 800 2007. So how much for 0 to, if the 0 to 10 mm thickness of gusset plate is there, so which size of weld we have to select from this table? For 0 to 10. Yes, tell me. Zero to 10. That is given 3 mm. Simple is 0 to 10, 3 mm, 10 to 25 mm, 20 to 32, 6 mm. Okay, then next. Second, we have to calculate throat thickness. Throat thickness T is equal to, we have to calculate. So 0.7 into, yes. So generally, as I told you, in the design of any tension member, compression member, or henceforth any chapter, we have to use the fillet weld, because this is the plate, and on this plate we are fixing angle like this. So this is nothing but the fillet weld. This is the type of joint. Which type of joints comes? Fillet weld. Butt weld कधी असतो? Like this is the butt weld. So everywhere we are using fillet weld. So this formula we have to use, or strength of fillet weld we have to use. Okay. Henceforth, everywhere we are taking the fillet weld. Okay, so 0.7 into S. 0.7 into S is 3. So how much throat thickness?
2.1 mm.
2.1 mm. So this is the throat thickness. Okay. So shall I go next? So number 3, we have to calculate design strength of weld. Design strength of weld. And here we have to always use design strength of weld of fillet weld. Okay, that is FDW we have to calculate. So what is design strength of weld?
FU ELW into T upon root 3 gamma m naught.
E upon root 3 gamma m naught. So put the values.
M not nice, sir. MW.
Sorry, MW, correct. MW. So this is gamma MW is the partial safety factor for the welded or weld. Okay, so now FU is 410, LW we have to calculate, T is 2.1 divided by under root of 3, gamma MW is always 1.25. So tell me FDW is equal to in terms of LW.
Four 7.
397.67.
39
7.
point
67.
67. Okay, so this is the FDW for only one angle. Okay, we are talking about here only one angle. We have to use two angles, but whatever calculation we are doing for one angle, where we have to multiply for 2, there we will multiply by 2. Please remember this. Okay, so now what we have to do? Now we have to equate this. Now here our target is to find LW. So to find LW, so what we have to do? By equating factor tensile load and design strength of weld. Design strength of weld. So T is equal to FDW, correct? So our target is to find LW. It means for that we have to equate the whatever factor load coming on the member and whatever design strength of the weld, that we have to equate. So here factor load is how much? 230 kilonewton. Okay. So 230.
80.
Hmm? It is 230 into 10 raised to 3 is equal to FDW is how much? 397.67 LW. So how much LW? Now,
578.
one thing. So this T will be on the two angle or one angle only?
One angle.
One or two? Total
Two
T
angle.
येणारा लोड. हा, मग आपण काय करूया, एकतर याला डिवाइड करूया किंवा याला मल्टिप्लाय करूया. काय कोणत्याही एका साईडला आपल्याला मल्टिप्लाय बाय किंवा डिवाइड करावं लागेल. So if this LW we have to calculate for one angle, then we have to divide to these two, correct? Are you getting? जर टोटल लोडला आपण 2 न डिवाइड केलं तर काय होणार आहे? व्हॉट एव्हर धिस FDW we have calculated, this is for one angle. बरोबर की नाही? आणि लोड जो येणार आहे तो कितीचा येणार आहे? फॉर टू अँगल. This is load for two angle. If I divide this load by 2, then this LW is for one angle or two angle? One angle.
One angle.
So now tell me, this is the correct. Why I have divided by 2 here?
289.18.
289.18. So please tell me the here answer first. Why I have divided by this T by 2?
Because factor load.
Two angle section साठी फर्स्ट अँगल सेक्शन करायचं म्हणून.
This is the actually double angle. This is for double angle. Whatever T is coming, that T on the two angle. In the problem statement, they have given T is equal to 230 kilonewton. So this 230 kilonewton load is on both angle. So we have to calculate the length of weld for one angle. This LW we have to calculate for here one angle. So that this T, if we divide by 2, then this value will be for one angle. So now here our LW is the 289.18 mm is for single angle. Okay, got it everyone? Okay, everyone has written this. Shall I go next?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but
No, sir. 1 minute, please.
please write down first. Okay. Now here, but LW is equal to what? L1 plus L2. They have not told us about the where to weld or on which side we have to weld. You can take LW is equal to L1 plus L2 plus D, or as a wish of your, as a civil engineer, your wish is there. You have to weld top and bottom only, or we have to weld at D side only, D side and both top and bottom. That is your wish as a designer. They have not given weld at top or bottom. You have to, as a designer, you have to do this. So we will do like this.
Yes, sir.
आपण L1 L2 च कॅल्क्युलेट केल्या अगोदर आता D ला पण ऍड करून बघू. ओके, So as per your opinion, your choice, your wish, we have decided LW is equal to L1 plus L2 plus T. Okay. So now by taking moment at top, so for that we have to draw the sketches now. So this is the your figure. So that you have to show as per your design, your drawing and design, whatever engineer which is working on the construction site, he will help which side you have connected, either 70 or either 45. That you have decided as an engineer while designing this. You have decided 70 side is connected leg and 45 is the outstanding. You have decided. So as per your this decision, whichever or who will be the construction engineer on site, he will connect the 70 side to the as a connected leg, and he will keep as a 45 as a outstanding leg. Okay. So then okay, so now this is our T is equal to 230 kilonewton. So now this is the your CG axis. Here CG will be there. So this will be the CXX. Then this is your D. So this is your, okay, as per. So now L1 and L2 we have to find. This T is already there. Okay, D we know 70. So L1 and L2 we have to find. So got it, everyone? This is CXX. Now we have to take moment at top is equal to 0. So for that, this angle we have to select CXX. So everyone please go to again this particular table and find the CXX value. So we have selected this angle. So CXX, where is CXX? So see here. So for this angle, for this CXX value is here. How much? Are you getting this value? See.
This is 23.2 millimeter, no?
Yes, this is a 2.32 centimeter. It means if we multiply by 10, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm. If we multiply by 10, it will be 23.2. Got it, everyone? (23.2). So here CXX is equal to 23.2 mm. Okay. First we will take moment at top. So L1 into 0. Okay. L2 into
70.
70.
70. It means D. Okay. So either this is clockwise or anti-clockwise.
Clockwise.
Clockwise.
Positive.
Clockwise. Positive. Then T into T into D
Okay.
minus
70 minus
CXX
CXX.
म्हणजे D minus CXX is equal to 0. So unit for is this clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Anti-clockwise negative.
Anti-clock.
Okay, so this is the equation we got. Okay, so here now L2 into 70 minus T is a 230 into 230, D is a 70 minus CXX is a 23.2 is equal to 0. So now calculate L2 is equal to how much?
One five 3.77.
1.77. 153.77 mm is a L2. Okay, so we assume L2 is equal to 155 mm, correct?
Sir, 154 येणार ना?
नाही असू दे की एक mm ने जास्त वेल्डिंग केलं तर काय फरक पडणार? 154 करा 155 जास्त करा 1-2 mm, कमी नाही करायचं. आर यू गेटिंग?
Yes, sir.
Requirement is 153.77. If we weld 1 mm more than requirement, there is no issue, but less than 153, that is not allowed. So round figure 155 mm we have done. Okay, so now LW is how much? L1 plus L2 plus D, correct? So LW is how much? 289.18, correct? So L1 plus L2 is now 155 and D is 70. So now calculate L1.
64.18.
64.18. It means we can take it is a 65. Got it? So this is for 65 mm and this 155 mm for single or for double?
Single.
Single, because T divided by 2 we have done already. So this is we have calculated for. It means 65 at top one side, another side again 65. It means 65 plus 65 130 for both sides, correct? And this 155 bottom side, both sides. So 155 plus 155, that will be the addition of both sides. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so is this over? Okay, so now we have to draw the design details. So it means we have to draw the sketches. So final sketch we have to draw. So in this way. So this is top side. This is bottom side. That we have to show properly. This is 70 mm. This is 45 mm. So it means this is the top. How much length we have to weld? L1
65.
65 mm. So in this way you have to draw the sketch. This is the D, correct? This is the welding side. This is the 70 mm. And this side 155, no? Because at the bottom there is a more load. That's why this length is always more. So in this way you have to draw the sketches. So this is the your design details. So that if you show in this way, then the construction site engineer, he will know. So we have to weld top side 65 mm, for depth 70 mm, and at bottom 155 mm, whichever 289 total length of weld was there. Are you getting? So as a structural designer, you have to show this in your design. Got it, everyone? Then step 4 or 5. Step 5. Step number 5. Which is step number 5 now? Calculate.
तर इथं पुढच्या सगळ्या स्टेप्स येणारच नाही कारण आपण बिल्डिंग कनेक्शन करायला लागलो.
काय ऐकायला आलं नाही व्यवस्थित? काय बोलला?
पुढच्या स्टेप्स येणारच नाही इथं. वेल्डिंग कनेक्शन करतोय ना आपण इथं, बोल्टेड नाही करत आहे.
नाही नाही, डिझाईन स्ट्रेंथ काढायची नाहीत का आपल्याला?
फक्त शेअर ब्लॉक येणार नाही ना?
हा, ब्लॉक शिअर फक्त येणार नाही, पण इल्डिंग आणि रप्चर येणार नाही या ठिकाणी.
ओके सर.
हा, आपण फक्त ब्लॉक शिअर काढणार नाही. हे काय केलं आपण? लोड येणार होता एका मेंबर वरती 230 किलोन्यूटन. त्या लोड साठी आपण काय केलं? ग्रॉस एरिया कॅल्क्युलेट केला. ग्रॉस एरियासाठी आपण काय केला? सेक्शन चूज केला, बरोबर आहे की नाही? आणि तो सेक्शन आणि तो दिलेली गसेट प्लेट याचं काय केलं? वेल्डेड कनेक्शन. इथपर्यंत समजलं का? आता यानंतर जो प्रोव्हाइड केलेला अँगल आहे ज्याच्यावरती 230 किलोन्यूटन लोड येणार आहे, आयदर दिस इज सेफ फॉर यील्डिंग और आयदर दिस इज सेफ फॉर रप्चर, दॅट वी हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट ना. तेव्हाच आपण सिलेक्ट केलेलं सेक्शन बरोबर आहे असं समजू, बरोबर की नाही?
येस सर.
230 किलोन्यूटन पेक्षा जास्त लोड घेत असेल TDG ला आणि TDN ला, तरच आपण प्रोव्हाइड केलेला सेक्शन बरोबर आहे, सिमिलर टू बोल्टेड कनेक्शन. फक्त ब्लॉक शिअर याच्यामध्ये येणार नाहीये. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट टू स्ट्रेंथ वी हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट डिझाईन स्ट्रेंथ ड्यू टू yielding of cross section and rupture of critical section. So calculate TDG is equal to, so what is AG into Fy divided by gamma? How much AG we have taken? Gross area for the angle we have selected, no?
656.
656. Okay. Into Fy is 250 divided by gamma m naught is 1.1. But this 656 is for single angle or double angle?
Single angle.
So we have to multiply by here 2. Are you getting? Total strength of weld due to yielding we are calculating. So this is area for AG single angle, but double angles are there. So we have to calculate this for double angle.
298.18.
298.18 kilonewton. Is this greater than 230?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hence step. It means the coming load is 230 and load taken by this angle is 290. जास्त घेतोय म्हणजे सेफ आहे. येणाऱ्या लोड पेक्षा कमी नाही घेतलं पाहिजे, जास्त किती घेऊ द्या प्रोव्हाइड केलेला अँगल. सो 290. Got it? Similarly, we have to now find the design strain due to rupture of critical section. So is this over?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now move towards step number 6. So step number 6 is calculate design strength due to rupture of critical section. Rupture of critical section. Okay. So here number of bolts are there.
No.
So which
Here are
formula
all.
we can? So which formula of TDN we can use here?
Beta.
Beta formula we have to use always here because number of bolts are not there. So then alpha formula we cannot use here for welded connection. So beta formula is there. So such critical thinking is there in this particular chapter. पाठीमागच्या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये तर सर तुम्ही म्हटलं की अल्फाचा फॉर्म्युला यूज करायचा टीडीएन साठी, आता म्हणताय बीटाचा यूज करायचा. सो देयर इज सच क्रिटिकल सिच्युएशन्स आर देयर, डिपेंड्स ऑन दी whatever condition is arising. Now here welded connection is there, so we have to use here beta formula. So okay, so we will use the beta formula 0.9 ANC into FU divided by gamma M1. So beta into AGU into FY divided by gamma M0. Okay, so we will calculate first ANC, then AGO, ANC. What is ANC? Net area of connected leg. So this is for welded connection is D by 2 into T into T. T by 2 into T. So D is a 70 minus T is a 6 by 2 into 6. So how much ANC? Similarly calculate AGO. AGO is
402.
402 mm square. Okay. Then so here we have to multiply by 2 finally. Are you getting to this formula? Why we have to multiply by 2
For double angle.
for double angle. Good. So AGO is equal to W minus T by 2 into T. So W is here now 45 minus 6 by 2 into 6. So how much?
252.
252. So these are the two net area and gross area for the
तर या दोन्हीला पण 2 परत मल्टिप्लाय करायला लागणार ना.
हा मग आता कंबाईनच केलं ना आपण, मल्टिप्लाय वरती ब्रॅकेट दिला होल
Yes.
टर्मला आणि ब्रॅकेटच्या बाहेर मल्टिप्लाय केलं. आयदर इफ यू मल्टिप्लाय बाय 2 हिअर, then need not to multiply by here, or do not multiply by here, directly externally. कुठेच मल्टिप्लाय करू नका, जमलिंग होत आहे, डायरेक्टली बाहेर मल्टिप्लाय करायचं. अगोदर सगळे कॅल्क्युलेशन्स सिंगल कॅल्क्युलेशन्स करायचे. आर यू गेटिंग?
Yes, sir.
ऍट द
Sir.
एंड.
बोलू का?
हा बोला. बोला बोला. What happened? Okay. So we will go on the next. Next unknown is beta. So beta is equal to.
Sir, right नाही करून झालं मागचं.
हा लिहा की पटकन. Okay, whatever procedure I have giving to you, I am giving to you that procedure. Please remember, because that procedure, it means the formula is there, meaning of this formula is there, how to calculate that I have given, because you have to give the online MCQ examination. So then that formulas are how to calculate that specific, that you know. तुम्हाला काही एक्झामला असा थेरॉटिकल पेपर सोडवायचा नाहीये, पण काय सोडवायचं आहे, टीडीएन कसा कॅल्क्युलेट केला जातो, त्याच्यातले जे अननोन्स आहेत ते कसे कॅल्क्युलेट केले जातात, त्याच्यावरूनच तुम्हाला एमसीक्यू ला बेसिस वरती क्वेश्चन विचारला जाणार आहे. आर यू गेटिंग? सो वॉट एव्हर थिंग्स वी आर कॅल्क्युलेटिंग, दॅट you know, you should know how to calculate. Okay.
Completed, sir.
1.4 minus 0.076 into W by T into Fy upon Fu into Bs upon Lc. So here W is equal to how much? What is
45.
45? Why 45? Why? What is meaning of W?
Width of outstanding leg.
Correct. T is the 6 mm thickness of angle. Then Fy is known. Now Bs.
Bs equal to W.
Bs equal to W. It means 45 mm.
45.
Then Lc. Lc is the
Average length.
average length of weld. So here we have weld 3 side. Now we have weld 3 side, not only L1 or L2. We have weld D side also. Total आपली LW किती आहे? 289 होती. त्याचं आपण डिवायडेशन L1, L2 and D मध्ये केलं. So we have to take average of 3. So D is 70, 65. Finally provided length we have to take here by 3. How much?
96.66.
96.66 mm is the your LC. Okay, so now again calculate. beta 1.4 minus 0.076 into 45 by 6 into 250 divided by 410 into BS is a 45 divided by 96.6. So how much this?
1.23.
1.23. Now it should be less than fu into gamma m1, sorry, gamma m naught, and fy into, so I think this is 1.44, correct? Is this correct? .23. So now put the value of beta in the formula of TDN. Okay, over, have you written? Okay. So now TDN is equal to 2 into 0.9 into 402 into 410 divided by 1.25 plus beta is 1.23 into AGO, how much? AGO is 252. 252 into FY is 250 divided by 1.1. So how much this value?
378.23.
378.23. As I told you, if bolted connection is not there, the rupture strength is more than the yielding strength, and block shear is again more. So this is greater than 230. It means hence safe. This is the your design of tension member. Either you can use the bolted connection, either you can use the welded connection, and in this way you have to design the tension member. So it means whatever provided section is safe, you can use this section for this 230 kilonewton load. Got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So here end of our unit number 3. Okay, everyone has written this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, So now we will see, or we will start the number.
सर
uh,
स्टील टेबल मध्ये डायरेक्ट डबल अँगल साठी कुठं बघायचं ते म्हणजे
Double,
अँगल काढत बसण्यापेक्षा डायरेक्ट डबल अँगल साठी एरिया कसं फाइंड करायचं स्टील टेबल मध्ये
एक minute. One more question is here. Nikita, what you have to ask? AGO मध्ये T is equal to 8. T bracket मध्ये it means what?
सर तुम्ही तिथे 6/2 घेतलंय ना तिथं.
AGO काढताना हा 6/2 into 6 बरोबर आहे की का काय प्रॉब्लेम? थिकनेस ऑफ अँगल इज किती आहे? 6 आहे. मग विड्थ मधून आपण ऍव्हरेज थिकनेस मायनस करतो आणि थिकनेस न मल्टिप्लाय करतो. दॅट विल बी द एरिया. Why 8? Our section is 70 by 45 by 6. So 70 is depth, 45 is width, and 6 is the thickness. So there is no question of 8. Are you getting?
येस सर.
Okay. So one more question. Who asked me what?
सर एक्झाम मध्ये सिंगल बसण्यापेक्षा डायरेक्ट डबल अँगल कसं फाइंड करायचं स्टील टेबल मध्ये
Okay. Okay, I will show you that. Where is- Is this visible section? Steel table?
नो सर
Now?
येस सर
Okay. So we have to select direct. See now here sketches. So this is the unequal angle section. So we have to go next where the equal both angle sections are given. This is T section. This is I section. Again I. This is I. This is again I. Channel. Just minute. Sorry for disturbance. See, now you can here. You can see the screen.
Yes, sir.
So there they have given these two angles directly. So in between these two angles, here gusset plate will be there here like this, and this area here where is given area, this 590 area for this 50 by 50 by 3. This is for directly double angle. This area is for this both angles. So you can take directly आपला आता आपला किती होता 1265 होता ना टोटल एरिया.
Yes, sir.
So you can take the area of here this 60 by 60, but आपल्याला unequal angle करायचा होता 60 by 60 by this 61368. Directly you can take this area. So here we can use both angles. Are you getting? So, here written what they have written: properties of two equal angles back to back. They have directly written here. Similarly, on the next page, they have told us. In the next 2-3 pages, they have given, I think, unequal angles. So here now unequal angles are there. If you see here. Written. So these also unequal angles. So here unequal angles are there. So we have to choose unequal angles. So if they have told us unequal angles, so here 75 by 55 by 1312 एरिया आहे त्याचा. 75 by 55 by 6 जो आपण चूज केलंय ना, डबल अँगल सिंगल अँगल चूज केला होता. सो दॅट सिंगल अँगल डायरेक्टली हिअर 1312 आणि आपण घेतला होता कोणता सिंगलचा किती एरिया होता 656 into 2 how much 1312. Are you getting? So here 1 2 and size पण तेवढीच आहे बघा तीच आहे. So directly we can take this. So there is no need of again multiply by 2 anywhere. If we take directly this, so there is no multiplication of 2 anywhere. कुठंच करायचं नाही मग जर हा सिलेक्ट केला असेल तर. If we select single angle, then you can multiply by 2. Got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here we will end of the unit number 3 and we will start the unit number 4. That is, you can see here, that is the compression member or column. So till now we have designed the tension member from the truss. Similarly, now we have to design the compression member from the truss. So as we have discussed, you have done the analysis of truss. It means you have calculated the nature of forces from the truss members, and in that 2 nature of forces you got. Correct? दोनच नेचर ऑफ फोर्सेस सापडले होते का याच्यापेक्षा वेगळा होता आणखी कुठला while designing or while analyzing the truss in engineering mechanics, have you got nature of forces any more except tension and compression?
No, sir.
So now for the tension nature, how much whatever load coming on that, for that nature, for that load we have designed the member. Now design the member means what we have done, at what size of section we have to provide there for this for taking this load. हेच केलं ना आपण 100 किलोन्यूटन 230 किलोन्यूटन 180 किलोन्यूटन इतका लोड येत होता त्या मेंबरवर. त्या ठिकाणी आपल्याला एकतर सिंगल अँगलचा एक प्रॉब्लेम बघितला, डबल अँगलचा एक प्रॉब्लेम बघितला आपण. सो इन दिस वे वी हॅव for this load we have to provide the section. So we have this, for this load we have calculated the area. From the area we have selected the section, and for this section we have calculated the strength, whether this strength can be safe or not. So like way we have designed the tension member, similar we have to design the compression member as per the IS 8800 2007 IS code. Okay, so we will see what is compression member and how to design or analyze the compression member, that we will see. Okay, so what is compression member? So the compression member is a structural member. So as I told you, what is meaning of structural member? In the last chapter also I have told you structural member, the meaning of structural member.
Load carrying.
Load carrying.
Though which or those member are under loading. ज्या मेंबर वरती लोड येत असतो त्या मेंबरला आपण स्ट्रक्चरल मेंबर म्हणतो. So the compression members are a structural member subjected to axial compression, similar to axial tension. If axial tension is coming, we are calling as a tension member. If axial compressive load or compression is there, we can call it as a compression member. Are you getting? Okay. So the design of this particular compression member is governed by the strength and buckling. So if you see, this is the tension member. If we apply the tensile load, then it will elongate. It will elongate. It means we are talking about, this is yielding. We are talking. Hey, yield hota hai. If same member is there and if we apply compressive load, what will happen? If member is there, we apply tensile force, then that member will elongate. म्हणजेच काय होईल, तो yielding होईल. So that is the example of tension member. Now if we come to the compression member, this is the member. If we apply the compressive force, this is the compression nature, correct? Whatever nature I have shown, this is the compression, correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And tension is the opposite, exactly. So if we apply the compressive force on this member, what will happen?
Member becomes short.
Member becomes short, or it will buckle, or it will buckle like this. Are you getting? So this is the buckling. This is the buckling of member. And in tension, yielding is there, elongation is there, and in compression, buckling is there. So we have to calculate the buckling strength. And that depends upon your length of member. किती लेंथ आहे त्याच्यावरनं बकलिंग किती होईल. Okay, we will see in the actual load carrying capacity while calculating the load carrying capacity, or we will see the procedure how to calculate the strength of this particular compression member. Okay, so there is a major thing is a buckling. Only buckling is a major thing here, and that depends on the length. Similar in the tension member. Similar, we will in the tension member, the yielding, rupture, and block shear is depends on the area. बघा, टेन्साईल फोर्स अप्लाय केला की इथं एरिया मॅटर करतोय. किती जास्त एरियाचं आहे तेवढं टेन्साईल लोड जास्त घेतला जाईल. हिअर जेवढी जास्त लेंथ तेवढं काय जास्त होणार, बकलिंग जास्त होणार. ही लेंथ आहे, कॉम्प्रेसिव्ह फोर्स अप्लाय केला, दिस इज द बकलिंग. आर यू गेटिंग? बकल. So in the compression member, buckling is a failure criteria similar to tension. Tension मध्ये yielding ने फेल होत होता, रप्चर ने फेल होत होता, आणखी ब्लॉक शेअर ने फेल होत होता. So similar here, the section is failed due to speak loudly.
Buckling.
Buckling. And buckling is takes place how? कसं
Due
place
to
होणार?
compression force.
Due to compression it will bend, and it depends on length. जितकी लेंथ शॉर्ट तेवढं कमी बकलिंग, जितकी लेंथ जास्त तेवढं जास्त बकलिंग. जसंच इथं एरिया जितका कमी तेवढं फेल्युअर इल्डिंगचं रप्चरचं लवकर होणार, जितका एरिया जास्त मेंबरचा तेवढं. सो दिस इज द कंपॅरिझन ऑफ टेन्शन अँड कॉम्प्रेशन. गॉट इट? Okay, so there are two types of the column members or compression members. So first is the column, or we can say post, and second is the strut. So whatever members in a truss, so that vertical members we are calling as a strut, and there are always compression. These vertical members. These inclines are taking tensile load, but these vertical members are the strut member. And column or post, have you seen column? Our whole building is supporting on, all the floors are supporting on columns, vertical columns. Are you getting? This is the column, and on this column, this is the column. So on this column your truss is supporting. Are you getting? So this is the column or post, we can say vertical post. So these are the two types of compression member. It means here this load is act as a compressive load. Are you getting? This load acting vertically downward. So from bottom side reaction is there. It means what, which type of load is acting here on this column?
Compression.
Vertically downward load and bottom reaction. It means this is the situation of compression. Strut member, this is the vertical member. Vertical downward force is acting. So here one reaction. So which condition is here? Compression. Are you getting? Okay, so this is just theoretical part. We can see again. The sections used for compression member. So the various shapes of similar to tension member we can use for a column to resist the given load. Whatever load is coming on the column, for resistance of this load we can use the various members. So however, in the practical point of view, the number of possible solutions is severely limited by the sections, and the connections also similar in the tension member. So we have to design the connection also in this particular column or compression member also, so that we will see how to design the connection also. Okay, so this is similar to tension member. So see, these are the various types of compression member, or various forms or various shapes we can use. See, this is the, what is this? Single angle. What is this? Double angle. So we can use T also, we can use channel also, we can use I section also, we can use circular pipe or round tube also, we can use a square tube also as a column. This is this column and compression member. So compression member, it means major two types we have divided, strut and column. So for all these we can use angle, double angle. So generally in a truss we can use this. Single angle, double angle T in a truss. And like this, these are the columns. So for columns we can use this channel, this I section, this circular tube pipes, this hollow square pipes. So this all we can use as a column, and only angle, double angle and T we can use in the truss. Are you getting which member where we have to use? ट्रस मध्ये जे कॉम्प्रेशन मेंबर आहे त्याच्यासाठी आपण सिंगल अँगल, डबल अँगल, टी सेक्शन यूज करतो. आणि कॉलम की होल आपल्या स्ट्रक्चरला जे सपोर्ट करणारा व्हर्टिकल मेंबर आहे, दिस इज द व्हर्टिकल मेंबर. सो दिस व्हर्टिकल मेंबर we can use as a channel section, I section, round tube or square tube. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So again such situation, such conditions or such shape we can use again, because the heavy load is coming on the column. Heavy load is coming on the column because of whole building load is coming on the column, and that finally that column is transferring load on the foundation. So here such hollow rectangular tube is there, then 4 angles box is there. See here, these are the 4 angles, 1, 2, 3 and 4 angles we can use combined. Then here again 2 channels, and we can call as this as a built up section. When we call as a built up, the meaning in this word built up, it means what? 4 angles connected each other, 2 channel section connected each other. या ठिकाणी 2 channels कसे फेस टू फेस कनेक्ट केले, या ठिकाणी 2 channels कसे कनेक्ट केले तो back to back. Are you getting? So these are the built up. Built up, it means what? 2 or more sections connected each other. Built up so meaning काय? 2 or more sections connected each other to make a one column. मग 2 channel back to back प्रोव्हाइड केले, 2 channel फेस टू फेस प्रोव्हाइड केले, 4 अँगलचा मिळून एक कॉलम तयार करतोय आपण. Similarly W with cover plate, it means this is the I section, and on I section plates are provided. This is the again I section, on I section channel is provided. So such combinations we are using, so we can call as a built up. So here also this is built up, this is built up. So plate is there and angles, 4 angles connected. So 4 angles with top and bottom cover plate. So like this we can make any shape. So similar, we have used 2 angles for taking the 1265 mm square area, म्हणजे 1265 इतका 1265 इतका एरिया घेण्यासाठी आपण 2 अँगल यूज केले. म्हणजे आपण काय केलं होतं? What we have done? We have divided by 2, correct? बरोबर की नाही? Are you listening me?
येस येस
हा. म्हणजे तुम्ही 1265 इतका लोड घेण्यासाठी 2 अँगल वापरायचे म्हटल्यावर काय केलं, यू हॅव डिवायडेड बाय 1265 डिवायडेड बाय 2 आणि जो एरिया आला त्याच्यासाठी एक सेक्शन सिलेक्ट केला. तसंच इथं करायचं असेल ना, बरोबर की नाही?
हा
सेम इथं पण तेच करायचं आहे. सपोज वी हॅव टू यूज दिस टू चॅनल. सो जो काय लोड येणार आहे त्या लोडला डिवायडेड बाय 2 केलं की तुम्ही एका चॅनलचा एरिया घेणार. सेम सिमिलरली हिअर 4 अँगल्स आहेत, तर काय करणार, डिवायडेड बाय 4. येते का लक्षात? सेम करायचं आहे इथं. ओके, सो इन दिस वे वी कॅन यूज द बिल्टअप सेक्शन. Okay, so effective length of compression member. So here very important is effective length of compression member. So in the tension member, net area is a critical thing or critical discussion of our point, and here the effective length is a critical thinking. Okay, so how to calculate effective length? There we have calculated net area, correct? येते का लक्षात? बघा, टेन्शन मेंबर मध्ये आपण नेट एरिया कॅल्क्युलेट केला का, तर होल्स प्रोव्हाइड केल्यामुळं मेजर फेल्युअर होल्स मुळे होत असतं, म्हणून आपण काय केलं तर नेट एरिया कॅल्क्युलेट केला. आणि नेट एरिया कुठे यूज केला, फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये, बरोबर आहे की नाही? कारण का रिडक्शन झालेला एरिया होता आणि त्या रिडक्शनच्या एरियासाठी आपल्याला स्ट्रेंथ किती डिक्रीज होते, एरिया रिडक्शन झाल्यामुळे डिक्रीज स्ट्रेंथ होते आणि त्या स्ट्रेंथ आपण कॅल्क्युलेट केला. सिमिलरली हिअर लेंथ इज मॅटर. लेंथ ती लेंथ कॅल्क्युलेट करायची म्हणजेच इफेक्टिव्ह लेंथ कशी कॅल्क्युलेट करायची. सो देअर आर कंडिशन्स, कॉलम एंड कंडिशन्स अँड इफेक्टिव्ह लेंथ. Column end conditions. So this is the column. So either this column, which type of support at joint? This is column, one support at top, one support at bottom. So both end hinged. If both end hinged, this is one condition. Both end fixed, this is the second condition. Third, one end fixed, one end hinged. This is one end fixed, one end hinged. And fourth, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and fourth, one end fixed, other free. It means this is free, sorry, this is fixed. This is fixed and other is free, like this. So such conditions are arised, and for that we have to calculate effective length. So here in this way, this is the effective length, LE. Here this is the effective length, LE. So here this is the effective length, LE, and here this will be the effective length. So for this 4 condition, how to calculate effective length, that we have to see. Okay, so I will show you. So if you see here, so please note down this effective length. So effective length LE is equal to that effective length. So this is the pinned, म्हणजेच hinge. So write down everyone this. So first A, pinned ends म्हणजे hinged. So या ठिकाणी रोटेशन अलाउड आहे. At the end, rotation will be there. So L effective is equal to L. L is equal to L effective. So we have to calculate L effective. So L effective is 1 point L. म्हणजे total member ची length किती होती? This is the total length. This is the total length. So L effective we can calculate 1.1 L. Here second. This is the fixed, one end fixed, the other end free. So L effective is equal to, in this case, 2L. Third condition, L effective is equal to, we have to calculate both ends fixed. So for fixed end, this is not, this is I think wrong. This is 0.65. This is wrong. 0.65 L. And actually this is also 0.8 L. This is also wrong. 0.8 L. So this is given in on page number 44. IS 800 2007. Go on the page number 44. This will be given. On the page number 44, IS 800 2007, all the effective lengths they have given for the each boundary conditions. Are you getting? So have you
No sir, return नाही केलं.
लिहून घ्या. Effective length number 1. Write down effective length number 1. Both end hinged or pinned. Both end, whatever we have written in the last in the last slide we have seen. So write down this 4. Both end hinged. Both end hinged. I will draw sketch now. That sketch you can draw. So this is the original length L. So effective length is equal to L effective is equal to, effective length is also same, that is L effective is equal to 1.0 L. This is first. Second, both end fixed. These are the both end fixed. So for that, this is sketch. This is your original length of member, and L effective is equal to 0.65 L. Then third, one end fixed, the one end hinged. This is the one end fixed, other end hinged. This is your L, capital L. This is your L effective. So L effective is 0.65 L. And fourth condition is one end fixed, and other is free. This is one end fixed, and other is free. So this is your L, and this is your L effective is equal to 2L. Exactly double will be there because this is free. This length will be increases. So in this way, effective length we have to calculate. Please write down this properly with the conditions.
सर थर्ड
yes.
कंडिशनचं 0.65 एल येतं का?
0.65 L for third condition.
आणि सेकंड साठी पण तेच आहे सर.
Sorry, just a minute. Sorry. Wait. Third साठी चेंज आहे. Third साठी it will be it will be 0.8 L for third. Original length of member is given due to compression. बघा हे कशामुळे असणार आहे तर ड्यू टू कॉम्प्रेशन. If boundary conditions are given, if end is fixed, if end is hinged, if end is free, so at due to such situation the effective length of member म्हणजे बकलिंग हे दिसतंय का जे तुम्हाला दाखवलेलं आहे that is the buckling. So length of that buckling that we have to calculate, and that is the for hinge support 1, for fixed support 0.65 L, for one end fixed, one end hinged 0.8 L, and one end fixed and one end free 2 L. So these are the conditions. These are the effective length depends on the boundary condition. Boundary conditions means what? This is the boundary condition. Where is boundary? कॉलमचा टॉप आणि कॉलमचा एंड म्हणजे काय झाली त्याची बाउंड्री झाली. करेक्ट? आर यू गेटिंग? एक कॉलम आहे त्या कॉलमचे दोन्ही एंड म्हणजे बाउंड्री झाली. मग त्या एंडला कोणत्या प्रकारची फिक्स कंडिशन आहे? कंडिशन कोणती आहे? सपोर्ट कोणता आहे? इफ हिंज सपोर्ट इज देअर, वन फिक्स सपोर्ट इज देअर. दिस इज द फिक्स सपोर्ट, दिस इज द हिंज सपोर्ट. And if we apply compression load, so fixed supports ला या ठिकाणी रोटेशन किंवा ट्रान्सलेशन अलाउड नाहीये. फिक्स सपोर्ट काय करतो? रोटेशन अलाउड नाहीये. रोटेशन अँड ट्रान्सलेशन. सो थीटा या ठिकाणी थीटा येतो. करेक्ट? सो दिस इज द रोटेशन. अँड ट्रान्सलेशन इट मीन्स ट्रान्सलेट म्हणजे हे ट्रान्सलेट झालं, एंड ट्रान्सलेट झालं. आर यू गेटिंग? दिस इज द ट्रान्सलेशन अँड दिस इज द रोटेशन. सो बघा या ठिकाणी रोटेशन अलाउड आहे आर. या ठिकाणी नाहीये, काहीच नाही अलाउड फिक्स्डला. या ठिकाणी रोटेशन अलाउड आहे. या ठिकाणी ट्रान्सलेशन अलाउड आहे. बघा are you getting this? So okay, we will see or we will learn again, because while solving the problem I will explain each and every boundary condition once again. So have you write down these 4 boundary conditions and their effective length? Written?
Yes sir.
So the title for this effective length of compression member, that title you have written. Under this effective length, these 4 conditions are there, and for these 4 conditions, this 4 effective length we have calculated. Got it everyone here up to?
Yes sir.
Okay. So here up to here we will stop for today's. So next lecture we will see the slenderness ratio for the compression member, because this is the slenderness ratio is depends on the your effective length. जी effective length आता calculate केली त्याच्यावरती depend slenderness ratio आहे. That we will see in detail in the next lecture, and we will then see the design strength of the compression member, and that design strength how to calculate or how to solve the examples based on this, how to calculate design strength of this particular compression member, that we will see in the next lecture. Okay, so today we will stop here. We will see the next part. Okay, so we will see the next part, remaining part in the next lecture. So we will stop here today.